Yo, what's going on, guys? It's XStream Gaming here, and in today's video, we're on my desktop. We're not playing a game because soon, like as soon as the mod gets approved, the mod will be out for public beta. Now, this is not the release, but it is public beta, meaning the server. There will be a server hosted for it by me, but the mod is made by Grillo78. He is the one who made the mod. I got his permission to make this video showing you guys how to add Beyblades. So first thing, you're gonna need the model. Excuse my messy desktop, but you're gonna need the model, which mine is called Spite Fafnir. Now this isn't gonna be in there yet because it's not a done model. I'm just using it for tutorial purposes. Next, you're gonna need to edit. Oh wait, no, not yet. Next, you're going to need to open up Blender. You need to have Blender. Oh, also, I'm gonna go over 2 ways of adding the Beyblades, using the part creator and doing it manually. I would use the part creator, but I don't trust it. Not that it's not complete or anything, it's complete, it works. I just like doing things manually through JSON. Now if you don't want to do JSON, don't worry, I'll link the part creator. Part creator is there for those who don't want to do JSON, but I've done everything in the content packs that I have put in the Discord server. Do the part creator. So this is the current model. It's a lot of vertices and faces. The first thing you need to do is rotate your model if it's upright to touch the base of Blender. Next, you're going to click on your OBJ, scale it down to 0.01 on every axis. 0.01, and then there it is. Next, well, actually, if you guys want to see this in the mod, let me know, but I'm most likely not going to be adding it. Not yet, at least.
You better behave.
So, this is Spite Fafnir, lowered down to like the lowest size possible, and this is important. If you do not lower it to scale 0.01 on every axis, it'll be bigger than the player can see. So that is important. Next, what you need to do, this is very important as well. If there is over 5,000 vertices, go to the wrench and hit add modifier. Go to decimate. If you do not do this, it'll lag the game a lot. And then change the ratio to like 0.3. So let's do 0.1. And see, it retained the same shape while being at now, if you look down in the bottom, 3,000 vertices as opposed to 35,000. This is important. If you do not change the vertices, it will look, well, it'll look nice, but it'll be very laggy. And I mean like unbearable lag. And if you're going to have multiple Beyblades, then it's best to change it. So this one's called Spite Fafnir, so I'm going to export that. Now, I'm going to try to remember to link. Where is it? I'm going to try to remember to link the part creator if I could find where it is on this desktop. I really need to organize this desktop at some point. Item creator. I'll try to remember to create this. How you use this is, it's pretty self-explanatory. You select the model, you go to whatever, well, you go to whatever part it is, select the model, type the name, change it from whatever layer or whatever, add the stats and change the type of rotation. If you're on layer, chip is, just follow what it does and it'll be good. But I don't use the model part creator thing. I don't. I'm used to, because I'm a beta tester, I'm used to adding them manually. So if you're wanting to do it through JSON, adding them manually, and you're like me and don't trust the part creator, go to .minecraft. On the first time you boot up beycraft, it'll generate this folder called Bey Parts, because the mod by default has no Beyblade parts. If it did, that would cause a whole lot of copyright issues, so it doesn't. So, go to Bey Parts, and then if you're like me and want to create it using, well, JSON, what you're going to need to do is copy folder, name, not copy, but like create a new file, call it whatever your Beyblade's called, so in this case it'd be spitefafnir.properties. If you don't name it .properties, it will not work. And I will have to stress this, if you don't name it .properties after getting rid of the txt, it will not work. To make sure you can see it, go to View, if you're on Windows 10, and go to File Name Extensions. That has to be ticked. If it's not ticked, you will not see the .txt, which you need to change to .properties. That is important. Very important. I will link a pastebin, hopefully, for each of the parts, if you're like me. But, so I'm going to edit with Notepad++, because that's what I like to use. But this is basically, the code is the same for all the layers. But, well, actually, no, it's not. It's roughly the same. For the drivers, I'll link it in the description. If you're using a driver, use a driver. And I'll link it based off name, category, whatever. But we're going to go to Legend Excalibur because it's a GT one. That's custom. And we're going to copy this and go take it into spitefafnir.properties. We're going to edit spitefafnir. Change the name. It's a GT layer. The part is important. So, I will say this. If you're doing it the way I do it, go into the paste bins, as is what I'm gonna have them on, and copy the code from there. It will mess up if you don't have exactly as I put it. Well, if you don't have the part layer, it'll mess up. But everything else you can change. Say, so if I want to give spitefafnir absorb, which is an ability in the mod, you do absorb. Like that exactly. Oh, that's another quick note. The part creator currently, as of now, has no way to implement the absorb ability, which is spin steal. So if you want to add spin steal, you're going to have to do that manually, and you can type it either under second ability or first ability. It doesn't matter what ability you type it under, but that's just a FYI. You can do dual layer rotations. That is something I will stress. If you do a dual layer rotation, well, I don't actually have any in here, but that's in the part creator if you want to figure out how to do that. I'll figure out how to do it and link it in the description, but for now, I can't show you a dual layer because I don't have a dual layer. But I'll link the code in the description. So, with that said, once you change all the stats and whatever else, like, I don't know, there's going to be a stamina type. Stamina. So, oh yeah, the stamina is determined by the weight. So if you want a decent stamina Beyblade, it's gonna have to be like a decent weight. So yeah, sure, we'll do that. So there's Spite Fafnir, right? Next, go to Assets, Beycraft, Models. So if you're doing this the way I'm doing it, you're gonna have to create all of this. But if you're using the part creator, it'll work from there. And if you're wanting to do it the way I'm doing for a disc frame, I'll show you how to do that in a separate video, because that is, well, that's its own thing. So if you're adding anything, a layer or anything, go to make a folder under Assets Beycraft Models called Layers. The S is important. Go here and add it as Spite Fafnir or your Beyblade .json. Spite Fafnir .json. This is important. It must be your Beyblade.json, and this must be what's inside the JSON. Go to your JSON, and I'll link this in a GitHub, but copy this and change your items layers to whatever .obj. If you do not do this, it will not work. Like 100% guaranteed. So, change it to Spite Fafnir .obj, or whatever .obj, right? Whatever yours is .obj. Go to Models and go to Items. Go to, well, first create another JSON called the same exact thing. So Spite Fafnir .json. Again, this time it'll be the rendering JSON. It'll be what tells it how it looks. So you're gonna do edit. That is not what I meant to edit. So oh, and I'll do another video on, actually I'll do another video on the parts. This will be dedicated to the layers. So instead of doing what I said I was originally gonna do, I'm just gonna do this video for layers, and then I'll do another video for the parts, and we'll be going on from there. So for now, go to Brave Valtriek or whatever .json, copy it, and then where's Spite Fafnir? Spite Fafnir. This one you don't touch anything. This one's all set up for the moment you use it. Don't touch this one. This is just saying how it'll be scaled and stuff. So here is that JSON done. Don't touch it. Just copy it and paste. Then you drop this OBJ and material into the layers folder in item. It has to have the S under item. Here is the most crucial part. Make sure that OBJ, make sure that OBJ, right? Make sure its MTL file says your name.mtl under the OBJ. Right click it, edit it. Make sure it says MTL, name.mtl. If it doesn't, it's gonna fail. And that is us making the model complete. Now I wasn't gonna show this, but you know what? Let's show it. We're gonna go in and show you that Spite Fafnir worked. So burst.zip. Okay, so Bay parts. I'm gonna copy. We'll put you in there for now, but okay, so Spite Fafnir will not be in game for you because I have to wait 6 hours until I can upload a new file. So at least in Grillo's Discord. In mine, I'll upload it as if you guys want Spite Fafnir, but Yeah. So, with that in mind, we're gonna boot up Minecraft launcher. We're gonna go to whatever forge. It's actually 1.15 forge because that's the one I used. You're gonna need to use for Minecraft for the mod to work. And if it's taking forever, you will see that it worked. Oh, I forgot to actually implement the mod. Whoops. So, one last thing you guys should know. The mod I'm using will be the mod you're using, but an outdated version. Because the mod I'm using is a beta version of the mod that I cannot release. So, the mod you see me using to show this off, not released. But as soon as the update for the mod is dropped, because CurseForge has to update it, or hopefully soon after, you guys will see a link in the description to the link of the CurseForge page. That will be a thing. Okay. I need to go in and get it from my Chrome. Okay. Okay, now that that's done, we can boot it up again. It'll boot up into the mod, and this time, it'll load with the mod. If you couldn't tell, I'm not very organized, but that'll hopefully get better soon. I'm trying here. But I'm trying to show you how to install layers and other parts. So if you want to see that, just watch and see. Once this loads, you'll see that Spike Fafnir has arrived in the game. Well, for me at least. Again, for you guys, you'll have to download the content pack from the beycraft server network on Discord, since for the Minecraft server there's a beycraft server that was made by me and Time King. It's not the official server for it, but it's for the Minecraft server. So, with that being said, once this loads, you guys will see that Spike Fafnir's in. Of course, once I get into a world too. But oh yeah, there's a core mod for this. I forgot about that. So that's another thing I should point out. There are 2 core mods for this, one of which is an optional core mod. You do not need Baubles to run this, but Baubles Reborn is a core mod that you can have. All it adds is a belt, but I mean, hey, Obfuscate on the other hand is a core mod. It's a core mod made by Crayfish that Gorilla is using, but this core mod allows for changing of the player, changing of the player's look in game. So like, it changes how. The best way to put it is, with this mod, you actually see the ripcord launching, basically. Hit F5 and you can actually see the ripcord. Like, pulling the ripcord. So, that's the reason Obfuscate is a necessary mod. Basically, it's for aesthetics, but hey, it's cool. And now I'm gonna need to update the pack I have for that. This video may reach about 23 to 24 minutes because I forgot that obfuscate was a required library. It wasn't in the older betas, which is why I forgot it was. But like I said, the mod you will have is going to be 0.4, not the beta 0.3 what I'm using. So if you see me link it and it says 0.4, that's why. It's not the beta. Well, it is the beta, but it's not the closed beta. It's the open beta jar. The closed betas was 0.1 to 0.3. Open beta will be 0.4 and moving on for a while. So let's just get that out of the way. Oh, and if you're getting an infinite boot loop, like it says freezing data a whole bunch, it's because you screwed something up with the JSON. In which case, you just need to redo it. I have a lot of worlds in Minecraft. Fine, no. Single player, create, survival, creative. This is just gonna be a world I never go in again. Okay, we're gonna reboot Minecraft again because this time it created the world, but then didn't want to boot into it. I decided to give it a minute to see if it would load in, but it didn't, so we're just gonna reboot Minecraft. My computer doesn't like me sometimes, so yeah. If that happens to you, just do what I'm doing and reboot Minecraft to join the world again. Because sometimes that happens, at least to me. It may happen to you, it may not. My computer just hates me most of the time. Oh yeah. Oh great. My phone was disconnecting. So this may reach over 24 minutes. I was hoping it'd be a lot shorter. But I will show proof that this works, which is why it's this long. I'm not one of those YouTubers who fakes it. I'm not one of those YouTubers who does all that. No. I will show proof so I don't get a million comments saying, fake, fake. No. I'm going to show proof, do everything legit. I do not cheat for views. I do not do any of that. I don't clickbait. I don't do any of that. So if you guys want to stick around and watch me show you how to do this, then like, comment, subscribe, and subscribe to a YouTuber who doesn't clickbait. I mean, I don't think clickbait should exist. It most certainly shouldn't be a thing in my opinion. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do that thing. So that's how I rule. That's how I'm gonna rule. So that's just my opinion. That's how I do YouTube. Okay, but now groups, layers. There's Spite Fafnir. So we're gonna grab the expository block. You could see that Spite Fafnir is in fact in game. Spite Fafnir. As you see, the model we added is in game. Well, anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this video here because it's already reaching over 25 minutes. But if you did like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see me do more parts, well, hit the little bell so you never miss a video on how to put more parts into the mod. Because as you see, Spite Fafnir did indeed work. Spite Fafnir indeed did work. So I'll end this video here and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.